Is home just a roof and four walls, or is it something deeper? Especially if you're reinventing your life after 60. When I moved into this little house, it had all the ingredients of an age-in-place living space. But I had no idea how to make it a home. None. For the first few weeks, I sat in a camp chair, no furniture. All I wanted to do was watch the sunlight dancing over my brand new floors. A beautiful birch. That's all I wanted to do. And that's all I could do because I had no idea what to do next. I had no sense about how to take the bare bones of a house, a lovely little house, and turn it into a home for me. That's my story today. Hi there, I'm Judith, and I started this channel because I own a little house and I love to talk about it. And today, I want to talk about how it became a home. But before I get deep into this, please subscribe. And I always enjoy my likes. Everyday encouragement is really important to what I'm doing here. Now let me get on with it. As an adult, I had perhaps 40 different living situations. 40. And as a child, perhaps 20. So many in every iteration. Studio apartments, one-bedroom apartments, a big family bungalow with marble floors, an Austrian chalet, a German farmhouse, a multi-story Edwardian house in Cambridge, a large apartment in South Asia, several smallish houses, and a bigger one. As you can see, every variety of a house. Now, were they homes? I kind of thought so sometimes at the time, but looking back, I'm not so sure. And definitely, at this time of my life, I would not choose homes like those. So as I sat in my camp chair in this empty little house, watching the sunlight dapple the floors, the glow at the end of the day, Nescafe, 2 cups in the morning, I did nothing. I had no idea what to do next. I had no idea what a home is. None. But now I had plenty of time to think because this went on for weeks. Weeks. I don't know when I got my first piece of furniture. I think someone suggested a friend had left a bed frame for them so I could have it. I volunteered to take that off their hands since I was sleeping on the floor. I cared that little to hurry up and make something of my new little house, and I was at a loss. Because what is a home? Maybe you have some ideas about this. If you do, write them in the comments. We likely all have different concepts. Maybe certain themes repeat themselves, but in our imaginations, our fantasies, our memories, we almost certainly have something unique. Now, at those times as an adult, when my living spaces were my own, I felt I did a pretty good job with aesthetics. I had got better at it as I got older. I learned more about color and texture and the grain of wood. I learned what kinds of things I liked. And if you came into my house, you might think, well, this looks pretty much like a home, or at least most of the rooms if I had a bigger house. But I felt I was no longer going to go in that direction. And as you know from my downsizing videos, I gave it all away. I had abandoned all that stuff in one way or another. That was a prior life. Not only did I have no idea what I was going to do as far as making this little house a home, I had no idea how to figure it out. And I'd been exhausted with decision-making from the building process. One decision after another, thousands of decisions. I think you'd never know about that until you've been through it. I wouldn't have believed it if someone told me. So what is a home? I had no way to figure out what a home was. How was I going to figure this out? Sure, I could make a very nice little list about what a home is. I'm sure we could come up with the same little list. Let's see. For me, it would have physical items that contribute to safety. That part I had mostly taken care of in the build. Not entirely, but mostly. I wanted the feel of stability. I think that goes along with home. The idea that you could walk in the door and feel somehow relaxed. That you could be there for a bit and regenerate yourself. However you like to do that. That was pretty much my idea of a home. Oh, and I guess it had to be a place that I wasn't going to lose soon. There were a lot of those temporary arrangements for me. Housing, yes. Long-term, no. I wanted something, though, that I couldn't quite put my finger on. It was something about me, and I couldn't quite grasp it. Yes, the house had to reflect me. I understood that. It had to express what I liked. But somehow in this little house, I felt it had to be me. Now, I know someone could come along and very convincingly suggest comfort, or perhaps I'd need comfortable. Well, I have been in some homes that I found very comfortable. I felt good in them. I've enjoyed the people who live there. I love seeing their things. I could sink into their sofa and have a really nice conversation. But those spaces were home for them. I had to figure out how that was for me. My other problem with comfortable, I think it's a very awkward word. When I hear that word, it doesn't seem comfortable to me at all. It's a jarring word. But I did see that I needed some form of that. If you've seen my storage unit videos, you'll know that I had a few magic words that sorted out when I was ready to give things away. And the code word was joy. Does it spark joy? Did a single box spark joy? Did any of my stuff spark joy? And the answer was generally not. That's how I came to give it away. But at any rate, I needed a word to organize around for this little house. And if not comfortable, because that made me feel awkward and didn't feel like me, was there a word like that? And here's the word. What I wanted was comfy. Comfy, to me, has a more friendly feel than comfortable. It feels like that kind of easy place you can sink into on the sofa. And it's been yours for a while. It envelops you, supports you, makes you feel good, and it's a spot where you can return to being you if you've been busy running about, stressing out about dishes or downsizing, engaging things that have set you a little bit off from where you want to be. Comfy restores that. I find that it's a very tactile idea, physical, visualized, not abstract in the least. It has memories of feeling good, of recovery if you haven't been feeling well, and it's all about you. It makes my house and that pursuit of comfiness and my evolution as I got it figured out, that made my home comfy to me. Did I get to it right away? No. It took a year or two. First, I had to finish gazing at my floors. And then little by little, trial and error, it came together in front of me. Creating comfy came through intuition. It wasn't a mental exercise, a careful thinking. More, oh, that, perfect. To me, that's what comfy was about. Now, I'm fairly certain that many of you have a different word or phrase for a guiding principle as you established your homes for your retirement years. Please share them. I know that kind of thing is helpful to a lot of people. And how did you come to that concept for yourself? And how do you feel about it now? Write those in the comments. But that's enough for me for now. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll talk soon, all right? See you then.